This week on Rugged Expeditions, we're hunting the red deer of Hungary, or as they're more formally known, the red stag. Plus, we'll fly over to Turkey and check out their version of this royal beast, the Anatolian Red Stag. First day we got here in Hungary, Adrienn wanted to show us some big fallow deer she's got. So we went out to this enclosure they have in the back of their property, and it's a beautiful place. It's full of meadows, and there's no hunting of the fallow deer in this general area, so they've just got to have them in the back, kind of pasture pets. It was so thick in that enclosure, though, that when we went in there, it was really tough for us even to get a look at them, let alone any footage of them, but we gave it hell.
It's more like a chestnut. It's a big nut. That's some food for these animals, huh?
Yes.
The deer like it.
Very right.
When we got to the lodge that we're staying at, it was a real pleasure. Unlike most of the accommodations, this was deluxe. Made it nice after the end of a long day of being out in the rain and the wind and freezing our heinies off to get back and have super accommodations like this. Not our usual trip, I might add. Here in Hungary, there's a lot of different kinds of game animals here that are all free range. Our species here on this trip is the red deer. This is the home of the red deer. This is where they originally came from. So all the other red deer that we've hunted all over the world in the different places, this is where they came from originally. They've just transplanted them from here. So it's a real treat to get to come here and hunt them in their home range. All red stags are beautiful. I don't care whether you're hunting in New Zealand or Europe or North America. A red stag is one of the classic animals that you always want to go after. The difference between your European red stag and your Mid-Eastern red stag really comes down to, just like with a lot of other species, the environment that they live in. Your European red stags tend to be stockier, more heavily built, and they've got a shorter crown at the top, but they've got a heavy, massive horn. When it comes to the Mid-Eastern red stag, they tend to live more in the mountainous areas, and they're having to scratch out a living in not quite as lush of an environment as the Hungarian ones. This tends to make a skinnier, longer horn, but they do get some beautiful long tines on their horns. As we wait for things to cool down, we're starting to see some movement already. We've seen several cows and a couple small bulls, but not Mr. Big yet. It's surprising how steep this is in here, and they're working these trails that cut back and forth from the fields down below, coming back up into these hills here, these oak forests. So our goal is to try and catch them coming down one of these trails and then put the waylay on them.
With an early morning hunt in Turkey, Alain Smith and his guides from Shikar Safaris hope they'll be able to spot a huge red stag through the thick fog.
After the rut like this, these red stags don't want to just, you know, be hanging with the cows. They're off by themselves, the bulls. So talk about finding the proverbial needle in a haystack. This is it right now. On a day like this, at least it's sunny, it's not raining. The fog's starting to break apart. We've come back into this same place we were at last night. We'd seen a stag back in here, but we ran out of daylight, so the sun's just come up now. It's getting nice and warm. Maybe he'll come back out of this hillside here. There's some cows going up that road. Female. The one that just walked through the hole. Single. First hole. There's another one. What's that there? Help me. Got the one. They gotta be a little bigger than that, I think. I'd basically given up. Sometimes you're not successful. That's the way hunting is. That's why they call it hunting, not killing. We were walking back to the truck, kind of dejected, figuring we were done for the day. But all of a sudden, one of the guys spotted some females up to our right. As we were glassing the females, you could see a bull just starting to emerge from the brush. We had to find a place to shoot and a place to shoot quickly. The stag was right on the edge of shootable range, pushing 400 yards. We did the sneaky sneak, came around a bush where I knew I could lay down and get a good rest so I could shoot up the hill and get a crack at this big bull. How far are they? Yeah. Okay.
Good shot, man! Good shot, yeah! He jumped! He's down, man! Hey! Good shot! Congratulations, he jumped. Boom!
Last day.
Last 10 minutes. Yes. Congratulations.
That fog lifting like that was perfect.
Yes. Couldn't be better.
I thought for sure this thing was... I want to go check them out, but the way that fog came up and then they started moving like that, you couldn't ask for better than that. Let's go see.
Look at that! Wow! That's a nice trophy, huh? Hey! Hey, great job!
He's a little better than we thought.
Oh, look at that!
Wow!
Yeah. Look at the mass
here. That's better than I figured he was.
Yes.
Woo. Woohoo!
That's great.
Fantastic, huh?
Hey.
Last minute, last day.
Hey. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh, the Mid-Eastern Red Stag here in beautiful Turkey. Last day. Checked one last spot just to make sure before we headed for the airport, and we saw him from down below, climbed up above, and we saw the the females. We didn't know there was a male there. Yeah. Got up there, got set up, and out he came. A lucky shot at that distance. We had that little opening where they came through that gap. That was blind luck.
400 yards, 402?
Yeah, 402 it said on the rangefinder, so right in the old sweet spot.
Perfect shot, look at this.
Long ways, man. You made very good shot.
Clean living pays off again.
Very well done. Congratulations again.
Thanks you guys for a great safari with Shikar Safaris. This was fantastic. This week on What's in Your Pack, we feature the greatest inventions in sliced bread, the multi-tool. These do-it-all heroes of your backpack are sure to thrill mere mortals when you whip yours out to sharpen a hatchet, fix the truck, bend some wire, or fillet a fish, all with the same contraption. Who needs a toolbox when you have everything you need in the palm of your hand? It's been said that in some emerging cultures, a multi-tool has been revered as manna from heaven. That's just how magical this tool's powers are. While I have my doubts that God actually carries one, I know that any intrepid outdoorsman should never be without his or her personal do-it-all, anywhere, anytime, no job too big or too small, utilitarian multi-tool. I'm J Alain Smith reminding you don't leave home without stashing one of these multi-tools in your backpack, and don't forget, never miss another episode of Rugged Expeditions.
After a successful hunt in Turkey, Alain Smith has traveled back to Hungary to meet his guide Adrienn Lipp for a tour of the city.
We were able to get out and do a little touring around Hungary. Went into Budapest one day, got to see all kinds of sights there. Hungary is one of those places that I don't know what I expected when I got here to see, but I didn't expect it to be as modern and happening of a place as it is. The architecture all around that whole area runs anywhere from the 1300s all the way up to modern day. We ended up going to see the changing of the guard at the presidential palace, which is pretty cool. While we were touring around, Adrienn said we had to go look at a couple of special places.
Aminta.
This is 4.5 meter?
Yes.
Do you have 5 meter, you think?
Yes, I have also.
I hate to admit it, but we went and looked at the tablecloths. We were able to take a break and go in for lunch at a gorgeous place that Adrienn knew. Had a hunting motif. They had a little band in there, a couple guys playing violin, another guy playing the bass. And it was real entertaining. We were playing traditional Hungarian music. And then we got the lovely Miss Adrienn to get up and give us a solo. As well as all of her other accomplishments, Adrienn's also a very, very good singer. Fantastic. Among the other things we did sightseeing-wise, we decided to go take a look at Steve's mine. They've got a manganese mine, and it's a very interesting operation. It's been running this way for about 50 years now.
Okay.
One of these would be great for sheep hunting. Make it a lot easier. Yeah. They're still taking the manganese out the way they always have, with a shaft that goes down almost 500 feet below the surface, bringing it up on small carts and running it down on some tracks to where they haul it away from there. It was a very interesting deal, and we ended up coincidentally hunting only about a half a mile behind there one afternoon. Apparently they'd had their eye on this one specific stag. They're calling him Big Red. You've got young bulls here, and they've come out with this. There's one cow that must be in heat, and a bigger bull came out, and they ran him up this way to 400 yards. He's not big enough, but he's getting close.
With little luck during the morning hunt, Alain Smith and his guide, TV personality and former Miss Hungary Adrienn Lipp, have decided to test their chances during the afternoon in hopes of spotting the huge red stag.
So as usual, we headed out to the blind, walked across an open field just before 5 o'clock. And as we started to approach the blind, you could just see the horn tips of a tremendous bull. Now we were kind of nailed down. We had no choice. We were already out in the open, but we were able to cut around a little bit so that we could sneak up to the grass at the base of the blind. I'm gonna try and get up the ladder and see if I can get a better angle. Let's get back up in the blind and see if they can come back out. Come on, let's go. Hopefully all wasn't lost. So we decided to climb back up the ladder, get into the blind in case they'd come back out. It was our only hope was to just sit and wait. All of a sudden, here comes the bull. And he's just easing out, taking his time. But he's too far, and we had a hell of a wind blowing. He'd obviously been hard at it for quite a few days because right in the middle of the herd, he just decides to lay down. Look at that other one walking behind him.
Yes, I can see.
He's gonna come and mess with him. Oh, there he is. Look at it. He's getting up. Oh my God, hungry, free-range red stags. It looks like he's kind of not free-range because there's that old fence behind him, but oh, that was so sweet. And then that other bull came up, and these things are in full rut right now, so when he sees that younger bull coming up, he was walking over to kick his butt. Oh, that was great.
It was the best, the best.
I think that young bull's probably going to be happy later tonight. I think he's the new big red. Let's go take a look and see what he looks like.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
We go. Let's go.
Look at him, huh? Look at the mass. Look at the, he's old.
Very old.
Oh boy. What an animal. Oh, this is really something. Thank you so much for having me here in Hungary.
Congratulations,
wow.
Alain. I'm so
This
happy.
is really a tremendous bull. Just the kind we were looking for. He's an old bull. He's just going out of his prime. You can see here he's got the good crown that's typical of the red deer. Over here he's kind of lost some of it. He's just got the one main one here, and then here he's just got a small point and a little cheater in the back. Thank you for having us here in beautiful Hungary. The people have been fantastic. You guys have done a super job. I really appreciate you having us here, and we look forward to having you on one of our Rugged Expedition shows back in the States.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you then. It's a shame that a trip like this has to end. We've met such great people over here. We've gotten to see a side of Hungary that a lot of people don't see. It's been fantastic. Getting to spend time with Adrienn and Steve's family in their beautiful lodge. It's a shame that when you pull the trigger, the trip's over and it's time to get back to reality.
Next week on Rugged Expeditions, J Alain Smith travels to Tanzania to hunt the gray ghost of Africa, the kudu.
What is he called? 250?
And with good fortune, the team will also set their scopes on a huge bush buck.